Hello there, divine masculines, divine feminines, karmics, everyone's ghouls, goblins, everyone welcome. If you're looking for your placement in this twin flame journey, I hope this video helps. Okay, this is a general reading about the twin flames, the divine masculine, which is the Hierophant, and the divine feminine, which is the high priestess. Okay, we're gonna see the mirror effect. I want to do a few cards spread on the both, on the either two, and just see what the current energy is, what spirit wants us to know, what spirit wants us to do. Okay, let's just see what spirit has for us. Okay, I think I just saw the high priestess peek out. So we're ready to go. The cards are pre-shuffled. Again, guys, thank you. And girls, thank you so much for your likes, comments, and subscribes. Thanks for reaching out. I love getting to know every single one of you, and I know you know that. So let's just go ahead and begin. Again, this is a general reading for the divine masculine and the divine feminine. We're going to see your current energy. Okay, what spirit wants us to know is what we'll know. Ready? Begin. So for the divine feminine, we have the Seven of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, for the divine masculine, let's do one shuffle. For the divine masculine, we have the Page of Swords, the Nine of Wands, okay, the Three of Cups, and the Emperor. I knew the Emperor would come out. I kept seeing him in that shuffle. Okay, so for the divine feminine, it looks like, okay, you know, a lot could be going on. We could be arrogant. We could be like tired of working. We could be tired of what's going on, ticked off by little things. I mean, you know, we could really be harmlessly working, but it's just like we're PMSing, all of us right now. You know, we're not giving a flying rat's butt. You know, look at our shoes, dude. I mean, we're working in probably one of the hardest places to work in this time of year, even one of the hardest places to work, because if you don't see that, that's not soil, that's rock. You know, how are you digging in there? So it's almost like you have to work this hard at the same time to get the job done. But the job is like, you know, I'd give you grade D, you know, maybe a plus for showing up to work today. I mean, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this guy is in need of a hug. This guy is in need of a cool glass of water. You know what I'm saying? You're working hard, the girls. All right, we're talking about the divine feminine, you know, and it's just like, you got to wonder what's going on at home, what's going on in his mind, you know, and it's like, if you showed up to work today, fine, but you're looking at like scaring all the customers away kind of thing. I mean, but if you did speak to this divine feminine, and I do feel this person, I do feel like they would be open to talk. I mean, they wouldn't be like, nah, you. You know what I mean? I don't feel that way. I feel like because of the shoes show some type of vulnerability. I just feel like this guy or this girl just wants to cry, but you're working very hard. There's a lot. It feels like, you know, this card also talks about competing with time, competition in general. So it's almost like, you know, you're competing against time. You're competing against, you know, maybe your other co-workers and stuff like that. Maybe there's like the, you know, it's on top of the Page of Swords. Maybe, you know, there's somebody that you're trying to avoid, you know, at work and stuff like that. And you're like, please don't come talk to me. Please don't come talk to me. Like, look how serious I am while I'm counting this cash, putting it in a drawer. If you talk to me, I swear to God, and they talk to you, it's like, oh, hey, you know, but so there's a lot going on with that Seven of Wands. We'll go ahead and clarify. That is also Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So, you know, ambition and determination, you know, but the passion and Aries, Leo, Sagittarius can be the kind that, you know, like when I was growing up, people are like, why are you always talking like that? You got to learn how to talk to people. It's like, yo, I'm really okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just talking. I wish you would just not compare me to your mother when she was yelling at you and punishing you or something. Like, just chill. I'm just, you know, and so we can come off kind of abrasive here while we're vigorously working, but we mean well. And we could be a little irrational. You know, the passion is what gets you like yelling when you're not mad, or the passion is what gets you mad sometimes. So, you know, let's just kind of pray for the divine feminines. We got the Nine of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, you know, someone who's graceful, okay? You know, don't you want to think of like, who was it? Like, you know, Cinderella, you know, and the princesses, how they sing with the birds. That's her. And she's got literally almost like no worries, no care, you know, when she sees her paycheck, or when she sees the fruit of the loom of what she's really created and what she's built in all this time. If you notice that snail right there, you know, she's not quick and hasty like this guy is. So we'll go ahead and clarify that night and day kind of thing here. You know, or just at night you start winding down. This is someone who is like, you know, home alone, most probably, not married, not in a relationship, or at least isn't worried about the relationship. She's got bigger things to worry about. It's just like you've been in your relationship for quite some time. You guys kind of know the ins and outs of each other and when to get some alone time. But anyway, this is someone who's craving alone time, divine feminine. This is someone here who's, you know, excited about her accomplishments as well. She knows what she's doing. She knows how accomplished she is. She's independent, self-sufficient. You know what I mean? Abundant, you know, beautiful, works on herself. I mean, there's really no negative aspect about this girl. She could be a little messy at home. She could be a little bit of a slob, leaving, you know, wine over there and her little snack over there, you know, around the house, and she may be alone. Okay, so but the Nine of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, lots and lots of turmoil going up in that dome. You're thinking about a lot, and I can understand, because 1 minute at work or out in the day, you're just like, you know, then you get home, you wind down, you're chilling, you're still alone, you know, you're kind of a little bit of a slob here and there. Maybe you didn't make up your bed, you're laying in it, kind of thing. You know, then it comes to the nighttime, or at some point in your day, you just kind of go crazy. You could be at work and you take a break, you go to the bathroom, you sit on the toilet seat down or whatever, you know, and you're just bawling your eyes out. You're anxious, you're paranoid, you know, you're just like, geez, you know, everything you could be paranoid about depending on what's going on in your personal lives, divine feminine. I mean, it's just... it's the worst, because you're not sleeping, and you not have trouble sleeping, but it's like this card reminds me of someone who's just staying up until like 2 a.m, going to bed at 3, having to wake up at 8, you know what I mean, kind of thing. Your eyes are torn, or even if you don't look like it, you're just not really getting sleep, and it's because some of us preferring to like stay up, you know, everything else is kind of going all right, we're kind of making it, you know, a little bad, a little hazy. Because of this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, we can be up in our head. We start to confuse ourselves, you know, our efforts to confuse others kind of turns inward, and we're just like up all night, wondering and thinking about that person, or wondering and thinking about your life. Okay, Queen of Pentacles. It's a mother, could be a mother of kids, so you could be at home, you know, taking care of your kids in the midst of all this. You could be a wife, you could be your girlfriend. Again, we did say that with that Nine of Pentacles. Still very much you could be in a relationship. Your just relationship is not exciting you right now, okay, divine feminine, whatever relationship you're in, okay, but you find time for yourself, and we see that here. So that's what I want to highlight about this card, is that this alpha female, this alpha mom, breadwinner of the house, right, cooks the meals, fluffs the pillows, blah blah blah, make sure she's still beautiful, you know. It's like, how do you find every time, how do you find it? And I was gonna say, this guy may look crazy, but he still smells all right, you know. He's still clean, she's still clean, you know. Look at you, your bed is made now, or you got back in the bed, or you could be at any point of this, you know, frivolous life, this kind of hectic craziness. There's a lot that could be going on. But at the end of the day, you keep it tight, you keep it right, because you probably have a family, because you probably have a lot of people who count on you, okay, divine feminine. And if not, if you're just alone, this is someone who just finds time for herself, and she's still, you know, able to be like, you know what, at least I got this, you know, at least I got this, at least I'm doing this, okay. At the top of the deck for you is the Eight of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. I was wondering where those cups went, where those cups were, and, you know, that's where the aspect of love lies. So I'm going to go ahead and say it's the love. It's obviously the discommute, the non-communication with you and your divine masculine, or at least not having what you want with your divine masculine. Everything else is kind of set in place, and you're just missing love. You had to leave, you know, the party. You had to leave the party behind. Some of us had to leave our job behind, but this means leaving something behind that we absolutely adore, absolutely love. I mean, it's 8 cups worthy of our time and devotion. We only have one heart, and this looks like it consumed half of all of it, and we're having to walk away from that. It's like, imagine you're walking away and you hear the party, you hear your favorite song just came on, fireworks, and you got to walk away because your intuition's like, look, this is not serving you. You're literally going nuts. You're literally going crazy. So some of us divine feminines could be in like a major, you know, this Nine of Swords isn't pretty, so it's like right before destruction, and we're having to walk away from that. We're having to walk away from somebody who's making us feel that confused. If we've walked away, you got to think again, because of all that weight that's there. If we're still hearing that music, we haven't walked away, right? So let's just continue with the divine masculine, the Page of Swords. He's turning the page. All right, he's on to a new page. Who knows what he's going to write on this page? It could be a poem. It could be a poem to you. You know what I mean? Who knows what he's doing right now? But he's asking. He's curious. he's the typical Gemini at a adolescent stage, you know, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, right? But he's the typical one. I mean, I would more so a Gemini. So this could be a Gemini, but mainly I want to say like he's a typical air sign then, okay? You know, at his adolescent stage, asking a lot of questions, fearless, you know, just kind of arrogant, you know what I mean? He's ready to take on the world. His eyes are closed and his hair's blown in the wind. He's like, I am James the Third, you know, and I'm ready to. And then he's like, you know, asking questions. So he's still humble, but he's ready to take on the world on this bit of a plateau. Let's just give him that. All right, so he's going and he's doing what he's got to do, right? But then we got the Nine of Wands, okay? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. So it's like, do you think it's a joke? Do you take it seriously? And it's saying not really. And a lot of people can say and vouch for pages that they may not be so serious because you just are like, okay, you open the book to the second page. What about the first page, the ace? You should be like halfway after the chapter. But we don't know where he is on this journey, so we can't assume. Nine of Wands. It says that he's pretty far out, no? But there's like 5 people, 5 chapters, five things left that he just can't seem to get. And it is because he hasn't asked the proper questions. It's because he hasn't asked the right people. He hasn't gone to the right place. He hasn't stepped off, you know, this one arrogant stage, you know what I mean? Believing he's on a plateau. He's just but on a little step. You know what I'm saying? So we'll find out what that's about. We got the 3 of Cups, third parties. Okay, this divine masculine, you know, regardless of your genders here, could be seeking guidance with friends, people he loves, people he's known since, you know, the young ages. A best friend, you know, someone that like is almost like blood. Could be their blood relatives as well. And just they're going out and having a good time. I feel like these people are the ones that astray him from any tasks and duties that he's supposed to, you know, do and handle. You know what I'm saying? So this could be a good thing. This could be a bad thing. But right now with what I'm looking at, he may need this. He may need the support from a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. He just may need love. He may need friends and friendship to boost his confidence again. He's like really down and out. And I don't believe he knows what questions to ask. I believe he's paranoid and has a lot of anxiety about where he's going in life. Okay, then we have the Emperor, Aries energy. So he's got a lot of fire energy where he's doubting and then he sits on this throne. So you wonder what he says, what he does. But it's after he gets, you know, some sort of words of wisdom and advice from friends that he trusts and believes. Okay, it's like when he goes down and out, before he starts to cry, he goes to a friend. He goes to a companion. All right, he goes to one of the women that he's sleeping with. Okay, so you could really take it any way with the cards that we have here. It could be from positive to negative. But then it's like after that, what can you really say? How do you really stand in your marriage and your friendship and wherever, if you're with a karmic, how do you really stand? Because all of this here looks like an adolescent avoiding tasks because they don't know how to complete them. And then we have the Emperor. So I'm a bit confused. At the top of the deck, we have the 6 of Cups. So, wow. Okay. It's safe to say that I know his friends talk about you, Divine Feminine. They talk about you. You can be in any stage with them. It's like you didn't even have to meet the friends. You most probably didn't, but you know, you don't even have to meet his friends. He's talked about you. And I think the friends are telling him that you need to be honest with this person that you love because your life is literally going nowhere. And I feel like the Divine Feminine feels all of the repercussions. I feel like even at this time of day where the Divine Feminine is in this mode and you're out with partying and stuff, look, I mean, it's only imagine like why we feel this way. It's a complete mirror and it's like, it sucks, you know, it sucks that you're out partying but I mean, people cope in different ways. Do you understand? So it's like he gets really anxious and, you know, has anxiety. We choose to cry as we're women and stuff like that, for an example, and then they choose to go out and have a few drinks with people that can really keep them comfort before they break down. So again, this looks like it could be an air sign or just someone who's always up in the head, and we can verify that for whatever zodiac sign they are. They're always up in the head. So There's a lot that we can correlate here with the mirror effect, guys. But with the Six of Cups, you already know what this means. It's memory lane. It's remembering someone you loved effortlessly. It's that childhood love that you really miss. And if he's in this child energy, especially, you know, it's more to say that you wonder what he looks like in this energy. So, guys, that's what I've got to say right now. Pray for your divine feminine. Pray for divine masculine.